Now, I'm not in the dating world anymore. I'm actually taken, but I definitely had my little time of the dating world, and I do feel like there are a few things that guys need to know before taking females out on dates. Me, for example, I don't eat no seafood. No seafood whatsoever, I know. Guys like to show off on the first date, right? So I've
Yeah.
definitely had multiple men, take me to seafood restaurants, thinking that that's, they're like, oh, what is it, the aphrodisiac or whatever? They're trying to make the date. Yeah, no. I don't like anything here. Fail. Next.
So,
That's why it's important for you to get to know the person a little bit. I feel like I actually don't even, if a guy comes up to me right now and just asks me out, I'm not going to say yes. I don't know you. I've yet to meet a man that has fonded me that much that I actually was like, yes, right away. I do exchange phone numbers or Instagram, and I kind of like, that's what I'm saying. I get to know you a little bit. If you don't like court me and ask questions about my life and try to get to know me a little bit before you take me out, that's your fault. I have a friend who unfortunately she was shot in the leg. She was in like some type of party and a shootout broke out and she got hurt. She recently went on a first date. She's a little bit dramatized now after that, and she recently went on a first date and the guy took her to a shooting range. She flipped. She flipped. She started crying. The guy had no idea. But, that's an example
of
of you
not
needing
listening.
to know, you getting to know the
Ask
person a
questions.
little bit before you take them out on a first date.
Well, I'm dating, so I'm having the, COVID-19 experience with these men. Y'all are
Virtual
on a
dating?
different virtual dating, and y'all are on a different level with it. Like, I had a situation that happened this weekend that is horrible. I said to two situation. I said to the man, he asked me, can he take me out? I said, sure. He said, where do you live? Where are you close? I'm in Coney Island. So I said to him, you know what? The beach is right there. We could go for a walk on the boardwalk. And it's a restaurant, Footprint. We could go there. Now, he asked me what date. I said, let's do it Sunday. You know what this man turned and said to me? He said, well, I'm going to be eating early that day. So I think we should just go for the walk on the beach. I felt like, or a park. Let's go to a park. He showed that was it for him. That
Yeah.
was very tacky. So, I
Super
had to
tacky.
give him a quick voice note and explain to him that, the 101 on dating Tamara, dating a woman, period. I literally said, listen, that is not how you court a woman. If you're trying to impress the woman and taking her out and getting to know her, you want to at least impress her. Me going in a park with you for what? So I just felt like he didn't make any effort. So I feel like what's happening now, the brothers, and I'm not, ladies, don't be mad at me. It goes back to me saying, I blame women. These men are not building the standards. They'll come to you and just be like, I'll spend $20. You want to go get some ice cream? No one is taking the time to really listen, to really go out and get to really know you. So these brothers are just coming with any bullshit. Why am I going to a park with you, sir? You're a stranger. For what?
Facts.
And this another situation happened. I went on a date with a guy. He came with a bottle of wine. He was really, really nice. This is what happened now. As we were getting ready to leave the restaurant, his car wouldn't start. So I'm like, okay, well, do you have AAA? What do you have? And he says, no. So me being a woman, I'm going through my phone trying to call accessory, call all kind of places. Look, I said accessory. Trying to call some type of assistant to help him. So when they came, I finally got one and they came and they told us it was like $120. And I'm like, okay. So the guy came, started his car up, and he turns and said, now tell me if I'm wrong about this, ladies. I need y'all opinion on this. He said, I don't have my card. I only have my card. The guy said cash only. He said, I only have my card. So I'm looking at him like, so who's going to give this man his $120? He said, well, I'm in a rush because I got to get back to work. I wind up giving the $120. Now, I, out of being nice, because he was a gentleman. I'm not going to lie, he was. But being nice, I paid the 120. But am I wrong for asking back for my 120? Because it's been a
Hell
week and
no, you're
I didn't
not
get
wrong.
that shit back yet.
What? I'm over here
So-
like, you're so nice.
I'm trying to be nice, every time we talk on the phone, I'm like, hey, when is this conversation coming up for my 120? And, I'm not trying to be mean because, again,
I
he's
know.
really nice. And I'm trying to be, calm about it. But I felt that was a little tasteless. So
And honestly, if he doesn't give the 120 back, I'd call my bank like, can you reverse that charge? Because you know what? That car's registered to him, so they're going to deal with his ass.
So that's what's happening. So let me know if I'm wrong. But the thing is, like I said, it goes back to me saying a lot of the brothers are not listening. And women. And ladies, we have to stop putting that energy out there like everything is a go. You know, so when these men meet you, they like, I gave you a bottle of wine, can I get some pussy? We got to stop that.
Oh my
like,
God,
you know,
that's so horrible.
The energy that we're putting out is what they're going to give us back. So if you listen, and to the men, because it's not just the women, to the men, you guys got to listen. Listen to what that woman is saying to you. Listen to what she like. Like Nature said, she doesn't want to hear fish. See what she likes to eat. Get to know each other instead of just looking for that quick fix.
Yeah, but isn't that when you start dating somebody, I will call it the eggshell stage?
You still want to get to know
I
what
mean,
that
of
person
course.
like.
Go ahead.
You can sit here and say that dating is the eggshell phase, because it is. You don't know the person doesn't know you. There's things you may not like about that person, there's things they may not like about you. This may continue, this may not. It is, you're walking on eggshells, but that's life. You just do it. You ask questions, you listen, like Tamara said, and you'll be okay, whether it's for you or it's not for you.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just listen. Put out what you want to receive. If you want good things to come to you, put out what you want to receive.
1,000%.
Not everybody's quick to, not that you can't have a moment. We all have those moments. We meet each other and you feel like, you know what, the chemistry is good and you want to get it in. That happens. Nothing is wrong with that. My thing is, everybody is not like that. Maybe I just want to sit and talk with you. Maybe all I want is a kiss on the forehead. Simple. Not that deep. So my thing is, take some time. I get it. We're all stressed out. The corona got us all in our feelings, in our emotions. Our sex drive is to the roof. Some of the brothers ain't getting none. So I get that. But calm yourself down. Jerk off before y'all come on a date. Yeah. So
elaborate on the eggshell stage, right? Mm-hmm. What is it that you feel people do wrong on that stage?
assume.
I feel like when you're dating and you're in the eggshell stage, one of the things, there's a few things that you can do wrong. One is definitely assume. One is give too much of yourself right away, or even give too little of yourself. You know, I feel like that there's a balance there. You can't be too open and just throw everything onto someone. Like, I'm gonna give you a funny example. I'm Puerto Rican and Brazilian, but my mother's side is Puerto Rican, and my whole side of that family is crazy, like really crazy, from Newark, Irvington, New Jersey. Like, they wild out. My grandma drinks Hennessy, you know, they smoke weed. Like, you know, I have like 20 cousins. I have 8 uncles. Like, it's a lot. Am I throwing that on to somebody right away? Definitely not. You know, so you gotta pick and choose what you want to be open to in the beginning. And also, you know, be smart about, you know, don't hold back too much either, because then you're gonna look like, was this person hiding, or you know, why is he not telling me things, and you're learning out from other people, because this is definitely a small world.
And just don't put expectations. We put a lot of expectations, and like, again, we have fantasy in our head. We see the person, we like him so much, we automatically are like, oh, he seems like the one. He looked like we could have beautiful kids together. A lot of fantasy happens to us. We're so happy when we see him, and we start fantasizing, and then we holding him to that expectation of fantasy we have in our head, thinking he could live up to it, in which he cannot, because it's your fantasy. So now you done killed the whole shit because you here fantasizing and he done messed up.
Fantasy, reality.
So stick to reality, because what happened is he done messed up something he didn't even know he is to you. But because we assume so much and our emotions be so caught up in it, he might not answer the phones the way you want him to answer the phone. He might not, jump to the way you want it. And because you already have it in your head, you want him to be that way. And when he mess up, he's not it. He's not it. You telling your girlfriend, girl, I'm not feeling him. He's sneaky. No, stop assuming and go with the flow. We messed up most of the situation with men and women because of our own assumption. That's fantasy.
And a lot of the times when you think like that, it's because you have some type of trauma in the past, or something happened to you that you're just like, oh, he's being sneaky, but he's really not being sneaky.
Really not.
It's just your brain
Like
Being
even
stupid.
being on the show, ate at the table. Do you know that most of the men that I meet now, oh, I'm sure you and them girls have a bunch of dudes. I'm like, most of the girls on the show are good girls. We're not. What the hell? We're not like that. But the assumption is you got a man automatically. So it depends. Like I said, don't assume. Get to know somebody. Listen. Listen. Take the time to hear what she talk about. Hear what he likes. Hear what she likes. And then you go from that. But don't live in fantasy. Get out of fantasy.
Even though I like fantasy.
You got it.
Yo, what type of shit is this?
What?
Yo, what's wrong with taking a woman out to the park on the first date?
I'm
Let's
not
get-
going no
let's-
goddamn